Good morning and welcome back. You're now on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the Weekend Show. And today on the Spotlight, we will be shining the lights on the world of community development. Now, community development is a process that involves the improving of the well-being of individuals and groups within a particular geographic area with the aim of empowering the people, enhancing their quality of life, and creating a sense of belonging. Over the weekend, the people of the Okerewa community in Eleme local government area of River State held their third annual general meeting themed The Future is Bright. Indigenes, relatives, and allies of the Okerewa assembled at the two-day convention to acknowledge the community development projects under the OCDI Trust. Here's how it went. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to a truly unique and special event, the third Okerewa Community Annual General Meeting of 2024. Now, this year's convention is unique with the theme, The Future is Bright, highlighted with the launching of various projects, including the Okerewa Smart Farm.
Well, what I'm seeing today is like I'm seeing heaven on earth. Because what we imagine about heaven is that we're going to have a place that is going to be better for people to live. The Okerewa Community Trust has shown that in this country something can work.
The Okerewa trustees, under the leadership of Benjamin Ngokanya, with their dividends from Indorama Eleme Petrochemicals Limited, have embarked on various development initiatives which include the building of the Okerewa Digital Smart Farm, the construction of over 5-kilometer internal ring roads with installation of solar street lights, the completion of Okerewa Health Center facility, amongst other projects.
Tenda Chemelo reporting live for AIT Weekend Show.
The community chairman, Mr. Ben Ngokanya, addressed the audience, responding to questions and providing updates before opening the floor for more discussion.
All right, I think for the cooperative, the issues raised there, some will be addressed. The issue of Akawo, POS, utilization, and how they have functioned.
The financial reports were presented, followed by a question and answer session where community members could ask for clarification and give feedback. More lectures followed, covering a range of topics relevant to the community's growth and development, with the light band coming in as interlude to lift everyone's spirit and get minds set for the next segment. Key performances by talented music artists from the Okerewa community and environs arrived, showcasing the rich talent within the community and the bright stars already shining in Nigeria.
Welcome back. We just saw videos of the recap of the Okerewa Annual General Meeting that held over the weekend. Now, joining us online today, we have the chairman of the OCDI Trust in the person of Honorable Benjamin Ngokanya. Good morning, sir. Sorry, if you can hear me, can you kindly unmute your microphone, please? Hello, good morning, Mr. Benjamin. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Good morning, Tenda.
Good morning, sir. Good to hear you. Welcome to the Spotlight.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Now, we just saw a brief recap of the activities that were held in the two-day general meeting that held in your Okerewa community over the weekend. Now, as the chairman of the OCDI Trust for the past couple of years, what are your thoughts and projections about the OCDI development projects that were recently celebrated?
All right, first is to have the background.
And what's the background? Okerewa community is located in Eleme local government of Rivers State, and we are shareholders in Indorama Eleme Petrochemicals Limited. We own part of the 7.5% allotted to the host communities. Okerewa is one of the 6 host communities, and dividends are declared quarterly. And by the grace of God, whatever we get from the dividend, having been saddled with this responsibility with my team of OCDI members for 3 years, we have just done 2 years. And within the 2 years of our tenure, we met our community in a very deplorable state. We never even had good road network, nothing. But by the grace of God, as of today, after 2 years, with the funds we've gotten, we were able to hold our first meeting. You can see the road, and we agreed that whatever comes, we will distribute it in the order of 40% for infrastructural development to all the ring roads within Okerewa community. We intend to fix them, and we've been able to do over 2 kilometers as of today within these 2 years. We have a contractor called Chanita Worldwide Solution that we signed a 10-year project with them. And the solar lights, you can see, that's the company. And it's ongoing at the moment. Their construction project spans for 10 years. We already have the other 40% is for stomach infrastructure. So every member of Okerewa community, whenever dividends is being declared, gets it on equity base. The 40% is being distributed to both kids, elderly, and everybody in no order, but on equity base, while the 20% now goes to the cooperative. We were able, in accordance and in agreement with the entire community at our first AGM, to open a cooperative society that will be running and managing the 20%. So what they use the 20% for is for human capital development. They use it, they save it, and they also make investments with it. And part of that investment you have seen is the smart farm, where the AGM for this year that smart farm is just 70% completion as we speak. But you can see animals, we've started making profit out of it. It's a smart digital farm because it's being controlled by sensors, and you see different animals, farmed, crops, and birds, to the amazement of everybody that comes over there. So it's also a park where you can carry your family for recreation and enjoy at completion. And this smart farm the ceremony, the groundbreaking ceremony held on the 12th of August last year. So it's even not up to a year as we speak, but God has carried us wonderfully well. Part of what we have also done is education. We have foreign scholarship at the level of those that are undergraduates. We give them 500,000 naira annually. So every member of Okerewa community benefits from that largesse through the cooperative society. They also carry out loan. So for those that might be undergoing one problem or the other within the community and they need a soft loan, they just reckon on the cooperative office and they get a loan to them for any of their medium-scale enterprises. The cooperative have also carried out training at different points. Then the hospital project is Indorama CSR to the community. But it was abandoned during the COVID year. We stepped in and we were able to complete it the way it is. And Indorama, by the grace of God, have agreed to also provide the necessary equipment for that hospital. So beyond that, we are also engaging in, we've been able to purchase a couple of land to use for our school. So part of the fallout of this annual general meeting was to build a crèche and primary school for the Okerewa people, which we intend that by next year, it should be fully up and running. So we are embarking on education, we are embarking on skill acquisition, human capital development. Our pioneer students postgraduate is in the UK as we speak. Her name is Gold Ikodia. So we believe that we can't wait on government to do everything for us. Otherwise, we will just perish. Today, the people of Okerewa are happy that we, from the proceeds we get from Indorama, we've been able to develop ourselves, we've been able to empower ourselves, and we've been able to cater for a beautiful future ahead of us.
Thank you very much, sir. During the two-day convention in Okerewa community, we had an interview with the Commissioner for Budgeting and Economic Planning, Dr. Mehdi Peter, and he made mention of a plan to replicate projects like these all over the states in other communities. What are your thoughts on that, sir?
That's immediately after then, he called me and we spoke. He needed to know how we came about this. And I and my team were able to tell him the brain behind this and our intentions. So one of the intentions is that beyond the food insufficiency and insecurity, it's going to provide food for us and for our neighbors. Then number two is going to reduce unemployment, which is key problem to our economic issue, unemployment. So it's going to reduce that. Then above all, it's going to also provide funds for our community. So if the government embarks on that, you can imagine that if every local government in Rivers State or ward, as the case might be, will have this smart farm, then I think food insufficiency will be a thing of the past. So Rivers State will be having food, and they will also create employment for our teeming youth, and also will be providing resources in terms of tax and other funds to the government also. So we'll contribute our quota, which I've told the Honorable Commissioner, and we believe that they will do the needful. The government, I believe, is a responsible government, so we can partner with them and show them the way to go.
Thank you very much, sir. We're looking forward to launching a whole lot more projects in the future with you. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful.
All right, we just had Honorable Benjamin Ngokanya, Chairman of the OCDI Trust, telling us about the previously held Okerewa annual general meeting that held over the weekend and all it entails. Well, unfortunately, this is where we pull the curtains on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the weekend show, but stay tuned. There's more coming right up after the short break. Wishing a happy Salah celebration. I believe it's Eid Kabir to our Muslim brothers and sisters. I'm Tanda Chimelu, and the weekend show. We'll be right back.